Namaskar from the Birsa Munda Hockey Stadium in Rourkela. It is match 17 on day 13 of the Hero Hockey India League 2024-2025. We will see the local team back in action. Aaron Zaluski's Vedanta Kalinga Lancers taking on Manpreet's Gonasika. And we're going to go pitch side now though for the toss of the coin to find out who will start the match.
हीरो हॉकी इंडिया लीग में ये है मैच नंबर 17 वेदांता कलिंगा लांसर्स और टीम गोनासिका के बीच। मेरे साथ है दोनों कैप्टन्स जो पूरी तरह से तैयार हैं, द मैच अंपायर्स। सो इट्स टाइम टू फ्लिप द कॉइन। Hi Aaron, what is your decision?
We will take the ball.
You'll take the ball? Okay. Manpreet, which side are you picking?
This side.
Okay, so Vedanta Kalinga Lancers have won the toss and they'll start the play.
Umpires tonight, Gurbaj Singh of India, Kun Van Bunga of the Netherlands, and Anand Dangi is the video umpire. Good to see smiles on the faces of the umpires as they make their way out. And here they come. Manpreet gets the head start on Aaron Zaluski. Gonasika in the white, the Kalinga Lancers in the blue, and they got a big roar as they emerged. And as we see, smiles as they come through, but as soon as that whistle goes, the facial expressions change and they become extremely serious and focused on the game ahead. Alexander Hendricks and Sushil Danwar in the middle, Sanjay down the flank. The midfield, I think, is where it's going to be won tonight. Dilpreet, Zaluski and Ravichandra will be crucial.
At the last minute huddle from the Lancers and the instructions, trying to just pump them up. And for the Gonasikas, they do not have the luxury of trying to start with the Indian goalkeeper, but Oliver Payne starts there.
Well, the countdown clock is just making its way into the stadium.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's play.
And they push back the Kalinga Lancers and get the game under the way. Early ball for Dilpreet, he gets the free hit. It's just going to be very interesting how this one plays out, I've got to be honest. It's hard to pick a winner, I think, between these two. Gonasika, the big question is how will they react from last night. Dibsan Turki intercepting well, feeding it into the midfield. And there was nowhere to go there.
One is to see how they react from last evening, and second to see if they have enough fuel in the tank to sustain this game, because it was a very fast game last evening that they played.
Yeah, you'd think they'd want the lead early or get the score there. It's a good ball into the circle. Waller was on the end of it, but just couldn't get it to stay on the end of his stick. Played out wide in the defensive line. Santurki now comes back to Tim Howard. And Lee Morton again over the ball. Short pass from him. It was almost stolen away. It was good work by Dilpreet. And oh my word, right across the face of goal. And SV Sunil was there, but a little bit too upright, I dare say.
They seem to be a little undone by the defender in front, but you have to be prepared for those balls that come into the D. Yeah, he's been a treat to watch during his prime playing days.
That's a good pass forward. Gonzalez now. The crowd are loving him. Has he found a foot? No, it's the stick, says the umpire. Just calming things down, Jack Waller.
The first real threatening try, the movement from the Lancers.
And in the first 7 minutes, Lancers dominating the possession. And into the circle they come again. Great defence. Good work being done inside the circle. And it's going to be a free out.
There's great defensive work. I think that was Siwach on the far side.
Played back, and just the square pass coming that time from Mandeep Moore. Expect to see a lot of him as the game progresses. He carries it forward now. Nice turn on the far side from Gasabajit. Gasabajit into the circle. Did it go out of play? It's played towards goal, and it's a penalty corner. Well, Bandarak was right in front of the goalkeeper. Payne is saying he doesn't think it is a penalty corner. Are they going to refer it? No, Tim Howard's saying we don't want to refer.
Yeah, it's too early in the quarter. They definitely not want to refer this. But how good a run was that on the left flank? One hand with the ball, ensuring he protects the ball, keeping it between the body and the player. And a reverse. It was stuck under the goalkeeper, was it?
It was indeed, and that's why the penalty corner was given. Bandarak in a good position at the front post. Arthur Van Doren having a chat with the coach, Valentin Altenberg, as Hendricks lines up, and alongside him, Mandeep Moore. I haven't seen Mandeep Moore flick yet. It goes to Hendricks. It's off target. And I have to say, watching him in the warm-up, there were a few that went there.
It just seemed to be a little too close to his feet. Hendricks trying to go for the acute angle, but going wide.
And approaching the final 5 minutes now of the first quarter. Lancers probably had the better of the play so far, creating the clearer opportunities, and with the first penalty corner.
Yeah, probably the Gonasika had more of the ball, but the Lancers created more chances.
Charlet goes square again. Draper playing it forward. Comes back to him once more. Charlet now comes out wide onto the left-hand side. Amir Ali trying to feed it to Mandeep, but it just dribbled off the side of the pitch.
Yeah, it was a great idea to just lay it down first time along the left flank for Mandeep, but just had a little too much.
I'm just wondering if this pitch has a slight camber where it falls away at the sides, because we've seen a lot of passes going over as Manpreet came forward, took a tumble. It's going to be a free hit though to Gonasika. They've gone on with it quickly through Waller, played to the baseline, taking up a good position inside the circle, but it wouldn't come to him was Timothée Clement. Again, the free hit this time going the Lancers' way, and you could hear all the Gonasika players complaining. What's the player? 5 metres. I think that's what they were complaining about. Rabichandra carrying it forward now for the Lancers. Looked to square it to Gonzalez, but it was a good 3 or 4 metres ahead of him.
He didn't really pick out his player, Ravichandran. Good run attacking the striking circle. But again, the last pass, not as accurate as you'd like it to be.
Sanjay now. Well, I thought he was going to play it in, but he leaves it to Antoine Kina. Kina short pass now down the line to Sanjay. Tricky one for Kina to cope with, but he did it admirably. Hendricks now goes out to Zalewski in acres of space on the left-hand side. Closed down though. Infield he comes now to Kina. Back to Zalewski. That's a good pass forward as well. It's Angadbir Singh, who we're going to nickname the Tornado after his spin the other night, the double spin.
The double spin, the Jalebi, the 720. Tornado is I think we will go with.
Yeah, I think he's Tornado. Angadbir Singh now. Of course, a rotating column of air. Great break forward, or a little bit of a push again then. And the Lancers will be penalised. We're going back for the free hit just outside the 23. And Manpreet leaving it behind now. Jack Waller over the ball. In fact, he's going to leave it now. Draper trying to fire it forward. There are appeals again for another free hit, and Kunvan Bunga makes the decision because I think it was very difficult for Gurbaj Singh to see the... Across it goes, and in it goes. SP Sunil gets his second of the tournament, but he gets the opening goal for Gonasika.
SV Sunil making amends for his miss early in the quarter. It was a similar chance that came to him. On that time he was a little undone by the defender, but not this time around. The defender lurking behind him, but Sunil doing well to just trap that and slot home. In the perfect position was he. Goal number 1 to the Gonasikas.
Well, a really good finish by SV Sunil, and he's pretty happy about it too. Good time to score. Paul Remington happy. I think you summed it up. SV Sunil knew he probably should have done better with the one before, but has made amends now, giving Gonasika the lead. Having to stretch there was Zaluski. Comes wide now to Dilpreet. Ravichandra. Angled pass out onto the right-hand side. Brinkman plays it quickly. Gonzalez, arms go up as if it hit his foot. It's going to be stolen from Gonzalez.
I just thought that was a great transfer of play from left to right. It happened pretty fast, but they just couldn't make anything of it, the Lancers.
Arajit now bursting forward, looking to try and get inside the circle. He got the better that time of Arthur Van Doren, but then missed the ball on the reverse.
Just thought it was a great tackle, timely tackle on the tomahawk. How good a touch was that, a steal.
That's where Arthur Van Doren earns his money. Really important tackle. But that one wasn't brought down properly, and now it's back with Manpreet. Lays it back to Arajit, but just wide. With a long corner deflected over the baseline. It's taken on quickly again by Gonasika. Good defence once more from the Lancers. Zaluski now helps it down the line. 10 seconds remaining. Brinkman trying to find Gonzalez, who takes a tumble just short of the 23-metre line. And there goes the hooter for the end of the first quarter. And it's been a good one for Gonasika. Probably didn't have the best of chances in the match, but they are the team that are going to go into the break with the lead, thanks to that man, SV Sunil. The score at the first break is Vedanta Kalinga Lancers 0, Team Gonasika 1. As we look at the stats, you can see there, circle penetrations 4 for the Lancers, but only 1 shot. So Kalinga Lancers 0, Gonasika 1. The players are out there waiting to get the second quarter underway. Gonasika leading by a goal to 0. Kalinga gonna have to come from behind. They had more circle penetrations and more shots, but Gonasika defending well. Strong from Bandarak, and he's won the free hit for the Lancers.
The Gonasikas have just done what matters most, got the goal, and that is important.
Well, especially after the way they worked last night, I would think they would be happy with an early goal. If they can get another one, it just puts them in a nice position to set up a victory. That's great defence stepping out, but it's going to be cleaned up in the middle by Ravichandra. Nice turn from him out of trouble. Antoine Kina always seems to have so much time on the ball. Back to Ravichandra. Nice spin from Gursabajit. He gets the ball back under control. Ravichandra again. Now Van Doren. Feeding it forward to Mandeep. Mandeep cuts back. Mandeep into the circle, was held up, and it's a free out against the Gonasika players.
Yeah, Mandeep did well on the far side, cutting into the deep. Tried to earn a penalty corner by moving back in, but great defensive work. Stick down flat.
We saw the replay there. He literally just pushed the defender away from the ball. So an easy decision for the umpire. Good lead from Bandarak. Bandarak plays it in. Oh, the deflection just going a long way wide. It was not the touch that they were looking for.
I'm not sure that ball was played for him too. He wanted to sell him the dummy. There was a player behind him, but gone begging.
Yeah, I think Dilpreet was desperate to get on the end of that. Drilled forward, great pass to Arajit. Oh dear me. Normally he would smash that one towards goal.
How quick a try was that? He had some space. He was being closed down. But a good try.
Arajit Hundal, one of the exciting young up-and-coming players for India. His dad, Kuljit, used to play for Railways. Circle penetrations there on your screen. 9 for the Lancers, 5 for Gonasika. So Lancers will be wanting to get something out of it soon. Gursabajit just leaving the ball behind. Gonzalez now. Good defence coming from Vishnukant. Thrown out wide, underneath the ball now is Bobby Singh Dhami. We've seen what he can do. He's another live wire player. Got a goal the other night. A little bit of space for him now. Hundal comes to close him down. That's a brilliant trap inside the circle by Howard.
And how well brought out was that by the Gonasika.
Lee Morton again running with the ball. Ravichandra does well and just gets it over the side. Breaks up the attack and gets his team a chance to get players behind the ball. Amir Ali back to Charlet. 5 minutes gone in the third quarter. Still 1-0 to Gonasika. Manpreet just sitting in that pocket in front of the D. Jacob Draper comes wide to Charlet again. Gonzalez looks to close him down. Has to go back to Draper once more. Waller back to Draper. Back to Waller again. Looking to feed it to Manpreet. Gets the return pass. Into the circle he goes. Just tackled at the top of the D. Very important tackle that time coming in. Gonzalez doing good defensive work. And still inside the circle they come, but this time it's Van Doren who stays calm to just dribble the ball out of danger. Van Doren.
Beautifully walked out of defense. The Lancers, they were under a little bit of pressure, but did well to bring it out.
And that's a good intercept again. Stepping out was Jacob Draper. Free hit will be won by SV Sunil, helping it forward. Good cover from Van Doren to make sure it didn't get through to Arajit Hundal. Lancers working it down the side. Stolen away. Goes deep into the defensive line. Just carried forward by Draper, Manpreet. Square again now. Carried out of defence. Having to go back. He lost it there, Dipsan Turkey, and now he's got to get back because there's numbers coming forward. It comes wide to Bobby Singh Dhami. Bobby Singh Dhami just held up on the 23. Goes back to Zalewski. Zalewski's got a bit of space. Fires it into the goal, but no touch inside the circle.
You don't want to be doing that as a deep defender, Dipsan Turkey, running with the ball all along from his D and conceding the turnover. No touch on that, ball played in. Every time you move up into attack as a defender, you have to ensure you find your player, or at least don't lose the ball.
Keena now into the circle. Keena to the back post. They've got the equaliser. The goal has been given. Bandarak has got the goal, but there may well be a referral from Gonasika.
So I check, is it dangerous or not outside the circle?
Asking for dangerous play outside the striking circle where the ball was played onto him.
Yeah, it was that ball just before Antoine Keena came into the circle and it looked to go through the defender's legs. That one there is the challenge. How high was that? Did the ball go above knee height when Antoine Keena just poked it through the defender?
To me, he was all the way down, pretty much on the ground. So I don't really think that would be dangerous play in my books.
Now we need to go further back from that one. It's the challenge, the run just outside the circle that we're looking for.
You're getting the wrong one. It's not this.
There's the challenge on Morton as he comes in here. That's the one we're looking for.
Goal. There is no clear to change your decision. It's a goal.
All right, Anand.
Yes.
So for me, right,
It's a
above the knee, I'm going to give a free out.
Well, Kun van Bunge has overruled the video umpire, and he's saying that he's giving it a free out because it was above the knee. The player, though, was very, very low. It's meant to be above the knee when they're in a standing position.
Why would you go to a third umpire if you've already made your decision? Well, I'm not sure I've seen anything like this before.
Well, I think it's one of those that if you're going to have a video umpire, surely you should be using that technology and letting them make that call, because then it causes problems, as we saw down on the pitch. Personally, I felt Morton was too low for it to be above knee height if he was standing.
That's what I felt too. But let's get back to the game now.
That's going to be a talking point after the game. There's no doubt about it. Comes back to Charlet, and it's going to pump up the Lancers, I can tell you. Thierry Brinkman, of course, comes from the Netherlands, the same country as the umpire, and he was one of the first ones in there. Lee Morton, the man who was involved, not out of choice. Dilpreet wants to get on with it quickly. Infield it goes. Keena did very well to get that away from the challenge of Mandeep. He needs to be quick there, but that was good retreating challenge coming from Clement. Comes wide again now to Nilam Zes. Zes throws it into the air. Should be brought down by Mandeep. It is. He lets it go on the outside now. Really good run. Ball to the edge of the circle. They're into the circle. Mandeep is there. Great defence from Zalewski. Just played out to Angad Bir Singh. Now it's Hendricks. And the free hit goes the way of the Kalinga Lancers.
By Gonzalez, but couldn't make much of it, and then a counter-attack from the Gonasikas.
4 minutes remaining in the first half. Gonasika still hanging on to that 1-0 lead at the moment. Lancers, though, with plenty of possession. It comes across to Van Doren. Just put his hand up, I think, to shield his eyes from the floodlights. Cuts infield and was then caught. And a green card and a little bit of afters as... is that Manpreet that got the card? Or? Yeah, it was indeed. And he felt, I think, Van Doren conned the umpire.
See the replay there.
It didn't look as if Manpreet's stick caught the player at all. And he's got 2 minutes on the side. His team are down to 10. And from that replay, you can almost see why Manpreet had a few words to say. Confirmation of his green card. Hendricks now. Comes to Van Doren, had to just check back. Dilpreet to Sanjay. Sanjay advances. Dilpreet's wide. Back to Sanjay again. Defence shifting well for Gonasika. Top of the circle, in it goes, but good defence. Oh, it's broken kindly. That'll be a shot, that'll be a goal. Well, it is Antoine Keena who said thank you very much after a mistake at the top of the D, and he smashed that one past Ollie Payne, and they are level.
A few goals that the Gonasikas have conceded have been by their own mistakes, and this is yet another one at the top of the striking circle, just giving the ball away. And how good a try was that? Absolutely no chance for the goalkeeper. 1 goal apiece.
And as you can see, another field goal. The field goal is really outstripping the penalty corners, which we haven't seen in hockey for a while. It's great to see. See, you don't need any gimmicks like giving 2 goals for a field goal for this to happen. It's just happening naturally.
And that's what's most enjoyable, to see the field goals that come into play. There's so much of craft and so much of skill involved in that. Not that the drag flicks don't have skill, but always prefer a field goal over a penalty corner goal.
That's just the natural course, isn't it? The evolution of games. People get used to defending penalty corners, as we've seen. The percentages have come down, and so now field goals are becoming more important. They're becoming more in vogue. Oh dear me, that was not the best of passes. 5 shots to 4 in favour of Gonasika, but the scoreline says we're all even. A little mistrap that time. And look at Brinkman wanting to get on with things quickly, lays it square into the circle. Brinkman's been given too much space, and off the pads it goes of Ollie Payne, and a long corner.
Totally unmarked in the D. He gave and created that space. The angle a little too narrow. Well covered by the goalkeeper.
Again, a great ball into the circle. Dilpreet across it comes into the danger zone. Payne was down, and it's good defence coming from Waller, who just dribbled it out of the circle. And a little bit of frustration from Gonasika at the end, in that they know they could have so easily gone into half-time with that 1-0 lead intact, but a mistake at the top of the circle gave possession to Antoine Kina, and he carried it into the circle and made sure that he took full advantage of it. We look at the stats: 14 circle penetrations to just 9 for the Lancers. And the score at half-time: Vedanta Kalinga Lancers 1, Gonasika 1. The players back out on the pitch, ready to get the third quarter underway. And I can tell you, Kalinga were the first out. Read into that whatever you may. But some coaches like to think you get out there first, you let the opposition know you mean business. Gonasika will get us underway. Manpreet came out, still having a very deep conversation with Kun van Bunga about his card. Clearly not happy, and there was certainly a little bit of tension at the end of the first half between both teams.
Bound to happen, actually, with a game that is of this intensity. Both the teams know how important it is to get a win from here.
Charlotte carries it forward, looking to try and find Waller. Zalewski again coming back, helping out in defence. Sanjay trying to get forward, but 2 defenders stop him. He has to go back into the defensive line. And this time they do play it forward. Gonzalez again showing ahead of Charlet. Comes infield to Dilpreet. Nice little pass from him, finding Sanjay on the outside. Dilpreet now trying to weave some magic. Wow, did he have them dancing then? Draper's feet were going all over the place. And Gonzalez came in. It's going to be a free hit, I think, outside the circle for not going 5, and we're going to have a card issued. So it's Gonasika down to 10 anyway. Into the circle, deflected towards goal, and it's going to be Zalewski who claims that one. Ollie Payne, I think, was unsighted, but a really good deflection by the captain. 2-1, the Lancers.
A deflection from pretty much top of the circle. Ball laid out inside and was paid unsighted by the defender in front of him. Didn't have too much of power on the push-in, but a good deflection from Zalewski.
Hendricks, the man who found Zalewski inside the circle, and the celebrations on the sideline matched the celebrations on the pitch.
Paul Revington did say that it need to be tight in defense, and at this level you have to be tight. I mean, you cannot give space, and I always thought the only way these teams are going to concede is by a mistake, and that's what's happened. Loose marking in the D, and a goal for the Lancers.
There is confirmation of the green card for Arijit Hundal. So they're still down to 10 at the moment as they go searching for an equaliser.
This competition is so intense. Actually, you might be teammates on the same team on the national team, but here there is no love lost when you're playing against each other.
And it's amazing how quickly those rivalries build up. We're only 4 games in, but you can feel it now. Bragging rights on the line the next time you turn up at national camp.
That's what sport is all about, isn't it? You play for your team and proud to win for your team.
And that you should remember, because it's probably the first time Antoine Kina hasn't found his man in 4 games.
Yeah, he's been having a beautiful run in this tournament. He's been having an exceptional game today, pretty much all over the place, and set up that goal too.
I think he's in the form of his life. I thought he was outstanding in the Paris Olympics as well. Manpreet, well, it was a good lead from him, but again, it was probably just about a foot too far ahead of him. To be fair, he was being chased all the way by Mandeep Moore. Kina comes back to help, and Van Doren, that goes off his stick into the goal, but it'll be a long corner directly in front of goal. Patak came out of his goal just a couple of meters then as that was taken. Out wide, Siwach trying to find a way along the baseline, but he was the last to touch it as it went over the baseline.
Good defensive work by the Lancers on the far side, ensuring the retained position of the ball.
Antoine Kina, short little touch from him, goes back to Zalewski. Hendricks feeding it forward to Kina, but Mandeep read that one really well. But coming in off the flank was Sanjay, who stole it back for Kalinga Lancers. Sanjay needed to get a touch there, and Manpreet is saying, that's my free hit. Sanjay hobbles away. It's in fact gone the Lancers' way. A little bit of space now. Brinkman across the face of goal. Was lifted high, and a shot will come in eventually. Bobby Singh Dhami had the shot. A penalty corner has gone the way of the Lancers. It's going to be challenged, and I think this one might be reversed, to be honest.
There's so much happening inside the G. We'll have to wait and see what they're asking for.
Gona team asking that it's not a PC because of last touch is Kalinga.
Okay.
Please.
I will check. It's a dangerous or not.
Yeah.
That was Bobby Singh Dhami, and yeah, it did certainly look as if it came up off Gasabajit's stick that time.
Yeah, the last play is what they're looking at. After this try-out goal, it's saved by the goalkeeper, and that's off Gursarabjit's stick. So that is dangerous play off his stick.
So Gonasika keep their referral as well, which is the important part. I thought it might have been even a little bit of danger when Thierry Brinkman played it in as well. There is Suraj Kakera.
Karkera brought to the test right away as he came in. He had to stand up and stood tall for his team, keeping them in the game.
Good pass by Gonasika. Shot on the turn will come in, but it's wide from Walker that time.
A quick turn on off the top of the circle. Should have tried and found the second angle, but it's always a difficult shot. Easier said than done.
And we've got the 2 Indian national goalkeepers out on the pitch at the same time. Draper saw a little gap, decided to go through it. Pushes the ball out onto the left-hand side. Waller's going to make a run down to the baseline, but they've cut infield now. It goes back to Draper. Comes across. Tim Howard. A second thought about going to his left, but Thierry Brinkman was ready to pounce if he had. Draper played it into the shins of Kina. Kina was saying, talk to me, tell me what's going on, to the defender behind him. Of course, that is the problem, the language issues there. Brought down well by Nilam Zes, and Bobby Singh Dhami is going to be the player penalised. It's going to be a penalty corner to Gonasika. Their first of the match, believe it or not.
You're just throwing the ball in after he received that aerial ball, controlling it Didn't try to do too much. Tried to lay the pass across off his stick onto his foot.
Walker has scored from a penalty corner before it comes to him, and it's a sharp save from Pathak, sends it up to the first concourse.
It has to be special to beat Pathak, and he stood tall.
Well, into the circle it went. Sanjay trapped it well, plays it out wide to Gonzalez. Back to Sanjay, and took a touch and went over the side. So good defence from the Lancers.
Credit to Pathak. That ball on the drag flick was really travelling, and I think he just got his hand out to it.
Ranbir Singh putting good pressure on in the forward line. And that was a fortunate touch, to be honest. Infield it goes. Gonzalez looking to take on Eka. Feeds the ball out wide now. It is Angad Bir Singh. Oh my word, he played it back, and you could see that channel just opened up.
At the moment Angad Bir Singh received the ball, he thought of crossing it, realizing no players in the D, continued with the run. How good a pass was that? On the wrong foot. Didn't find anybody at the end of it though.
Unfortunately, all the Lancers went on the same line. If one of them had just held back, it would have been a clear shot at goal. Easy to say up here though. Sanjay, he's had a big game as well tonight. Keena's been one of the pick of the bunch for the Lancers, certainly. Sanjay though as well. Hendricks turns it over. Jack Waller in a real tussle there. Still keeps up with the ball. Then eventually turned over. Arthur Van Doren slips it to Dilpreet. Wants it back. Back to Dilpreet again. Dilpreet thought about the tomahawk, and Draper comes across and just pokes it over the side. Van Doren plays on quickly, feeds it to Zalewski, top of the circle. He finds the foot of Charlet right on the edge of the circle. Has to go the 5 metres. Zalewski into the circle now, to the baseline, across the face of goal. Kakera got a touch, and that was prevented from getting the shot away. Bandarak denied.
Lancers really putting the pressure on Gonasika at the moment. From the baseline, reverse it. It's all happening in there. But the Gonasika is lucky to bring it out.
It was actually a very good tackle by Anmol Eka, just getting that one away from Bandarak. Anmol Eka, who went to the Naval Tata High Performance Centre here in Odisha. Many young players from this region who's being tipped for a bright future. Nice turn out of defence now, but turned over. Manpreet. Mandeep rather. Has taken a deflection.
Mandeep had the opportunity to play the early ball. He had an overlapping player coming to his right, but just a little bit of delay.
Manpreet played it out wide, then made the run down to the baseline. Waller giving him the thumbs up, saying, sorry, I didn't give it to you. Waller again. Manpreet is now still in that position, but that was played forward and lifted up off the defender's stick. Intended for Clement. Clement's got space, it comes to him. Tries to get it across the face of goal. It's going to go out for a long corner, but there'll be no time to take it as the hooter goes. Gonasika, well, they were looking promising coming forward then, but no chance to finish off their attack. And it is the Lancers who now head into the final break, and they have the lead in this match. So the final score at the end of the third quarter is Vedanta Kalinga Lancers 2, Gonasika 1. Well, the final quarter about to get underway. The Vedanta Kalinga Lancers leading 2-1 against Gonasika as the Gonasika team pushes back. A win to Kalinga will lift them up into third spot because they will have more wins than Surma. Well, they'll be level on points, but still 15 minutes to go. Gonasika was showing that they were coming back in that last quarter. Carried out of defence, good work by Hendricks. Rabachandra feeds it into Dilpreet now. Back to Van Doren it goes. Pressure being applied willingly that time by Morton. Keena rather, just got there ahead of Morton. Cleaning up at the back, but he's turned it over to Manpreet. Manpreet feeding it forward. And off his line quickly was Ollie Payne, who's come on to replace Suraj Kakera. And who comes up with it? Antoine Keena.
What a game he has had. Actually, I just think he would be a contender for the man of the match, you think?
Well, if we had any say, he would be my man of the match, but I don't have any say in it. Great break again for Kalinga to the baseline. Long corner. It's a 16.
A strong run along the right and using the goal line.
Good defence again from Eka, forcing him wide, but the pass gets to Dilpreet. Dilpreet now back to Zalewski. Coming on the overlap with Sanjay, but he doesn't need him. He goes to Angad Bir Singh. And Angad, oh, how did he get past that player? Got into more space, lays it back. There's going to be the goal. Oh, it's wide. Well, how did Zalewski miss that one? It wasn't Zalewski, actually. It's Dilpreet flying in.
Great hockey from Angad Bir Singh. He had 2, maybe 3 on top of the circle trying to heckle him. Still found his way through. And how did he miss that? The goalkeeper had committed. He was down, pretty much at his mercy. How was that for a dive? More like taking a catch in cricket, was that?
Well, it was a spectacular effort, but unfortunately it didn't go in. So there's still just a 1-goal margin. We've nicknamed him the Tornado because of his double spin, but he's causing havoc, the Tornado, in the final third.
He could also be a contender for the man of the match.
Here they come again. Kalinga looking to lay it back, and it's a penalty corner this time.
The Lancers are all over them at the moment. Raids after raids, attack after attack, but they have asked for a referral.
So let's just hear what the referral is.
Perfect. Television. Perfect.
Yes, Gurubaz, go ahead.
Gonasika asking that it's a block.
Okay.
He tackle ball pitch.
Not any charge the ball.
Okay.
Charge the stick, please check it. It's a PC or not.
Okay.
They're asking for a block on stick, I think.
Draper got the ball there. It looked like it was a clean tackle.
I have decision for you. It's a first ball after the stick. So it's a free hit to long corner.
And keep the referral.
They keep their Gonasika keep their referral.
Okay, thanks.
So it is a free out, and they keep their referral. A very good referral by Jacob Draper. Now, 6.5 minutes left. Can Gonasika get a late goal tonight after being robbed with a late goal last night? Can they take us to a shootout? Can they get a victory? Great run again by Manpreet, and he was unfortunately a long way off target there. So they've lost their referral now with just over 5 minutes remaining. I suppose it was worth a go. Coming back is Mandeep Moore. Infield he goes. It's strong from Bandarak under a challenge from Charlet. Howard picks it up on halfway. Charlet goes back to Howard again. Comes now to Yashdeep Siwach. That was cut out well. Trying to turn and go, Thierry Brinkman, but turned it over again. Jack Waller going laterally across the field, pursued by Antoine Keena. Charlet, patient from Gonasika. Need to just keep possession and keep stretching the Lancers' defence. Charlie. Comes wide, Yashdeep Siwach looked to cut infield, plays the ball top of the circle. Manpreet first timed it. Good defence though from the Lancers, and the whistle has gone, although I must admit I didn't hear it go.
Neither of the players hear it go on the first attempt.
Mandeep dancing away as the ball's thrown to the air to Arthur Van Doorn. Arajit Hundal looked to close him down. Dilpreet plays it to Mandeep Moore now. Good pass forward again, and it's Gursabajit. Gursabajit has to check back to Dilpreet. Dilpreet changes direction quickly, makes Morton have to scurry to stay in touch with him. Dilpreet now on the baseline, just lays it back to Gursabajit again. He's turned it over though, and there's a chance for Waller to create something. Good work by Mandeep Moore. Now Draper driving through. Well, it's a tense final 3.5 minutes if you're a Gonasika fan. Brought down by Clement. And a ball to SV Sunu, but he lets it go to Waller. Takes up a position on the baseline. SV Sunu now turns, plays it, and he's got, no, not a long corner. There was no touch.
Just lacked direction. Sunil on that pass, trying to lay it across the goal mouth, but not to be. No damage done. Gonasikas are still playing catch up.
Antoine Keena turns and goes, chased by Arajit Hundal. Good steal again in defence. Sunil goes infield. Look at the pressure though. Draper has done well, just pulled away from Ravichandra. Oh, come wide again. Howard.
Just feel Gonasika are missing the service of Nikin today. Not sure if he's down with an injury after his game yesterday. Remember, he had an injury after the first game, was out, came back yesterday, had a good game. It's not to be seen today.
Yeah, SV Sunil, I think, coming in for Nikin Tamaya. Now Gonzalez looking to put pressure on as a defending forward. Free hit has gone Kalinga's way, and the Gonasika players are absolutely fuming. Jack Waller, well, he was not happy. A little bit of space now, and Arajit's in space at the top of the circle. Turns and shoots, and, well, it wasn't that far away. He played it into the turf.
How quick a try was that? Just at the top of the striking circle.
It was amazing because he's such a big man as well, to turn so nimbly and get the shot away.
And he was heckled by two defenders, but he could still make contact on the ball, but couldn't find the mark. And it is hitting it into the turf, but over the goal post.
It's still with Gonasika. They've got everyone forward now except for the goalkeeper. Hundal will bring it down. Arajit Hundal forced away and out of the circle, trying to play it back in, was trying to get a deflection off Hendricks. And now it's Kalinga. The crowd get behind them. Gonzalez goes round the outside of Charlet, keeps the ball in play. He's got Gursabajit inside him. Gonzalez goes towards goal, holds it up, plays it across. Gursabajit gets it. Can he get the shot away? It's wide.
Gonzalez was stretched on the left flank, picked up great pace.
They did take a touch off the defender's stick. We're into the final 30 seconds. Antoine Keena, a little shimmy from him. SV Sunil with a good tackle. Down the line it goes to Waller. Kalinga just need to keep the ball up here and they will get the victory. It's a free hit though. Waller again plays on quickly. Goes infield to Charlet. Manpreet, he's battled all night and he's dispossessed again in the midfield. And now carried forward by Thierry Brinkman. And the whistle goes against Kalinga, but there's not much time left. Gonasika want the ball, but it's not going to get to them in time. The hooter goes, and Kalinga have won back-to-back games. And that's going to move them right up into third spot on the league ladder. Although we've got a referral.
Je mag nog iets scoren, denk ik.
Yes, Anand?
Yes, Gurbaz, go ahead.
Nee, I know.
Lancer team asking that it's a penalty corner because
How are you,
of
man?
charge the
Let's see.
stick.
Okay,
Please check it for
Oh,
me.
let's see.
okay. So I check.
Asking for a penalty corner, are they?
They're asking for a stick tackle, I think. Well, was Brinkman's stick? I think he was impeded the first as he was getting to the 5 metre line. This challenge is the one. Oh, there's a little bit going on down on the pitch as we watch the replays. Well, they're having to separate the players down below, which is unfortunate. We're just watching this. Was that a stick check just before?
Yes, ma'am.
Gurbaz,
What's going
there is
on?
no clear reason to change your decision, and Lancer lose their left right.
What's going on?
It's a free.
Free hit. Yes.
Are you
So
sure
it's
you're
not a penalty corner, and the game will be over. And it was a very heated affair right at the end of that match. There was a little bit of niggle throughout, and it just bubbled to the surface right at the end of the match. Van Doren with a very serious expression. Gonzalez congratulating Charlet. They had a tight tussle all night. Kina was superb for the Lancers. And they look, well, they have got their second victory in a row and now move up to third place on the ladder. And their fans, well, they're dancing in the aisles. And why wouldn't they be? 2 games ago, they were bottom of the ladder. Now they are up to third with everything to play for. Gonasika, it's been a tough couple of days for them. Defeat last night, 6-5 in the highest scoring game in the Hero Hockey India League. And then going down tonight after taking the lead against the Lancers. Final score here, Kalinga Lancers 2, Gonasika 1.